What's going on, traders? Happy Thursday to you, March 23rd. We're looking at the daily chart of the S&P 500. Markets ending pretty much flat, positive 0.27%. Final print 393.17. Markets rallied higher in the morning session, only to turn lower in the afternoon and come and test that big 390 level. Got real close. Sharp sell-off in the afternoon for sure. Big range today. Bulls and bears had opportunities to get paid. And before we go into any more detail, if you are enjoying the content, please give that like button a warm, friendly hug and subscribe if you would like to. And lastly, of course, this video is for education and entertainment purposes only. So, with that out of the way, here we are. Now, we were looking at this uptrend line here. Had a bit of a fake break of it today. Got a bit lower, but at the end of the day, bulls were able to come in and buy it up a bit higher. We are sitting just under the daily 9 here. We'll have to see if bulls come in and push us back over and close the week over or under. Stuck right underneath the 20 though. Interesting, we came up today, came basically right up to retest this breakdown, POP here, and basically also double top with the highs kind of matching up from the March 8th candle and 21st candle. So that whole zone, and came back down with the fury, but bulls right at the end of the day, some short covering, and a few new buyers kept us alive. So it'll be interesting tomorrow. I know in the last video we were talking about seeing this type of day. I was surprised at the range personally. I thought we'd get something, a candle more like this over here, February 27th, something like that. Excuse me, or maybe the 20th, something like that. But a wide range, so certainly tradable, but pretty much flat overall. Tomorrow, it's the end of the week. I'm kind of expecting the same type of thing. I doubt we get a trend day. Maybe, anything's possible. Certainly, if we start really confirming under that 390, I would expect to see some more selling coming into the market. We are below daily VOPC here, so we want to watch out on that 396. Where is it? 396.82. Of course, that might shift a little bit tomorrow, but we want to watch that zone as well, maybe to collect some bias. I'll also be watching that 394.20, of course. But for me, as I've said before, as long as we're holding 390, more or less, I will have a little bit more of a bullish bias. And see, of course, we'll have to formulate a plan when pre-market opens, and we'll do that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to go over here. I guess the only last thing I would say is let's also watch that. Well, it pretty much lines up, pretty nice confluence actually. The daily 9 sitting at 393.57. The bottom of this consolidation that we've been watching is 393.50. So let's just keep an eye on that as well. I'm almost still moving up, and we're inside value here. So that's all I have for this chart. Let's take a quick look at the daily trends. Anything really change here? Nope, not really. We just came right back into that profit zone again that we were watching, that we had this break over. We came right back in, and we saw those sellers come in. I guess that's the only thing we'll mention here. Okay, so let's look at the let's switch charts, and let's look at today. Okay, one thing I did want to mention here before we go over, I did post this to my Twitter a little bit ago, but we do have this diamond formation here. So it'll be interesting to see which way that wants to play out. If we start to break below, look for some more selling. If we start to break above, probably certainly over this hourly 20 at the 394.35, that would be a nice confirmation over that 394.20. We could see some more upside, probably looking maybe for this 396.70 area as a first target. And then maybe top out at value area high here. But other than that, if we get over, watch for a fake break over that value area high and maybe come into 398. I could see that as a very real possibility as well. Still just a lower high overall. But let's look at today's price action. Let me get rid of this diamond really quickly. Okay, and let's switch the charts over. We can stay on this one. Let's go to, oh, actually, it's going to switch the whole thing. Okay. So, you're not going to be able to see it here because it changed. All right. Here it is. Okay, cool. So, we were looking at longs in the morning here. I think I had mentioned yesterday we took out one of the sell sides, but I was talking about longs looking for some type of retracement into yesterday, and I was talking about this in the video. We had this huge move down after FOMC, and actually, here we actually made some new lows, so that was interesting, but been defended. So we saw some of that retracement. One of these sell sides are not here because they did take it out. But we took that out. After we took that out here, you can see a bit of the buyers. After we took that out, we came up, took out the other one, which I believe was in this area. And after that, we got a nice squeeze here, just higher and higher. So I have to go back and look at where the other one was, where the other supply was, but we'll see. You can go back and take a look. Either way, flag, breakout again, flag, higher, low, boom, right back into this one. Now this was the one we couldn't defeat, and once we started to break really that 397.50, I mean, there was two ways you could have played it. You could make, at least for me, I could make an argument to say, something like this was the break of structure here, and then came back, retested that sell side, and then came down and continued. Or that 397.50. Once that certainly broke, the game was on for the bears, and then we had just continued down, back up, higher low, bear flag. Higher, yeah. No, higher, lower high, excuse me. I always get those ones. That kills my dyslexia there. Lower high again, bear flag, boom. Once they took out this, big sell reaction, down. Came real close. I personally, I tried to catch the 395 pivot long. I got smoked on that one. I did catch this to the upside. And I did try to catch one other long. I think it was around here on the hourly and 30-minute. We started setting up on a nice bull flag, but of course that broke too, and I got stopped there. But I was able to catch the long down here once we were coming into the end of the day, real close to that big 390 level, which is key for me. And I caught this for a really nice move. I didn't catch this one, but I did get in some calls. About here, some lottos at the end of the day that actually hit about 113%. That was nice. I didn't trade this one in the futures. I just traded this one. But those were nice ways to close the day. Caught that, gave a little back here, but this definitely made up for it. So that was fun. But yeah, so for me, it was really once we had broken down here and really created this new trend and certainly broke that 397.50. For me, that's where I personally fumbled the ball, and just not going short and seeking those lower targets. The 394.20 I thought was pretty much going to be the end. I was surprised that we actually ended up selling more, but it had the bears had the strength today, and that was impressive. So kind of went over with the diamond what I was thinking about for tomorrow. Right now I'm watching this buy side liquidity build up a nice little base here. I would have to assume, and hopefully it doesn't do it in the Globx, but I'd have to assume here, as long as this holds, probably going to seek out this area. Hopefully it just sits around flat because I'd like to take advantage of this. Probably seek back up to this 395 pivot. When I got long down here, that's really what I was targeting for. You can see here it had hit. This one got close, but this is where we had gotten out. I was talking in the chat that if we got over that 394.50, 394.20 again, watch for a little squeeze up to that 395 pivot. We got that. That was nice. But then a sharp sell reaction, and then another buy reaction here again. So that is interesting. So I'll be watching this zone tomorrow. We'll have to see, of course, how that develops in the pre-market. But as far as it stands, I'll be watching this zone. If it breaks, confirms, then I probably wouldn't be looking for longs again until we get back into you know, in this general zone. Just to say, obviously I'm doing this real quick, but you know, unless we get down in here, probably wouldn't consider it. I'd probably be looking to sell into that, or sell once we break, looking to short, you know, down into there. But as it stands, I'm looking at price to come back, retest this pivot. Maybe we take it out, and in which case I'd be looking for, again, maybe that 396 area, and then maybe that 397.50 zone back test. So we have a couple of areas to potentially retrace again for tomorrow. We could see a similar type day where we just come up, retest, and come back down, and then make a whole new low. Very possible. Maybe, you know, today we got a plus 27. Maybe tomorrow we get a negative 27 or a negative 30, negative 25, something like that. That would kind of go in with the inside, another inside day thesis that I have overall on the daily. Let's just take a look at some longer time frames. Okay, so we still have this building up here. That's interesting, so I'll be watching that. I guess, you know, it's a little bit thick, stronger here, so I'll probably bring this down to 60. I'll be watching for that to hold tomorrow. Let's see. I mean, I'm not sure that we can get back up here tomorrow, but it's definitely something I'll be potentially looking at. Might just come in and make just my top off right here tomorrow, and then head back down. But we'll have to see. Definitely in this area here from this 398. It's a bit far, but maybe from 398 to 400, 399, probably a short zone. Try to play it back up and then play it back down. You know, to play the same script again, to go back up and down, it's certainly possible, but I would think maybe they, you know, they might not try that. You know, you'd think maybe that they might do the opposite and drive it down first and then do the reversal midday. So I want to watch out for those two possibilities. But as it stands, with this buy side liquidity building up here, I would probably still be favoring the long for a bit of a retracement again, and then potentially look to go short. So alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is all I've got. Remember, it's Friday tomorrow, so you know, size down. If you're green on the week, no reason to give back too much. Less is more. You know, it stinks to end the week on a red note. So trade safe, trade smart, and I wish you the best of luck on your Friday. Take care.